everybody. I'm Justin. Welcome back to the VMP Performance YouTube channel. We got a lot going on at VMP today. Mr. Joe Goodnow, our head tuner, has been out on the dyno with Grant's 2013 Shelby GT500. This car used to have a VMP Gen3 on it, and now we've got a little something special on it, a VMP Gen3R. I'm gonna go out to the shop and get the lowdown from Joe and see what kind of power the new VMP Gen3R made. So Grant's car has been on our YouTube channel previously. It has made a bunch of power with the help of nitrous, but we are not running nitrous today. We are running straight up blower only. Hey Joe.
Hola.
I see you got the dyno tires on the car.
The dyno tires are in fact on the car.
This car actually gets drag raced pretty regularly, and it is a stick shift.
Band pedal.
It's got skinnies up front, lightweight drag brakes. This car is at the shop quite a bit, so you've probably seen it on our channel before. And various people that have come over to VMP, I know, have videoed it. I think Cletus saw it when he was here.
I'd say that's fairly accurate.
Grant has been with us since he got this car back in 2012. And actually right around the same time that Joe started working at VMP. This car's had a 2.3 Trinity on it. It's had a VMP Gen3R, and it actually had the Gen3R with this motor, right?
It did at one point have Gen3R with this motor, because and I always talk about this on Tuning Tuesday and stuff, build it before you blow it.
So Joe, what did it do? What did it make?
So no one's told you yet, right?
Nobody's told me yet.
Okay, so what do you think it did? Because I know you know the flow stand data on Gen3R.
Yeah.
So this car, for a recap for you and a recap for them, this car has a L&M 9.5:1 compression engine, L&M's cams, forged rotating assembly, stock lower intake manifold, stock intercooler, our Gen3R, a 2.4 upper, a 10% lower pulley, a VMP 173mm throttle body, a JLT 148mm cold air, set of ARH long tubes.
ARH long tubes, 1 7/8, right?
I believe they are 1 7/8.
Yep.
It has 373 rear gears, because gears do change power numbers.
A little bit. You dyno a little bit lower. The higher numerically you go, the less you dyno.
And the same goes for the compression, because he runs a big nitrous shot on this thing.
A ridiculously big nitrous shot.
So
pilled for 200, but usually makes more than that, right?
Around 225. But like, taking all that into consideration, the meat and potatoes of it is Gen3R. We did just 2 different versions. The what we'll call the normal Gen3R, that is going to be perfect for, based on all the data I have on it, which is pretty good data, perfect for 99% of people.
Yes.
Grant is the 1%er where the secret sauce blower makes sense.
Yes. There is a secret sauce version of the Gen3R, and we are going to show you the results from both. I mean, it's kind of crazy. When we were building this car, we didn't know what our blower technology was going to evolve into. Because there's people making quite a bit of power with the Gen3R blower only on motors that were built specifically for small superchargers, you know, high compression and lots of RPM and everything. All right, I gotta cover my face.
This is Gen3R, no secret sauce, just run-of-the-mill, good for 99% of the people. 1100 941.
Awesome. Freaking awesome.
1100 wheel, blower only, and then
9.5:1 compression nitrous motor making 1100 wheel. That's sweet.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Yes.
And to think we could still put more lower pulley on it.
Yeah. We're not even spinning this thing. Most people are running like a 15%. Some of them are even running 20% overdrive lower pulleys. Grant's car just has got the good old 10%.
Exactly.
And honestly, the old Gen3 would have picked up torque with the 15% lower, but it wouldn't have picked up more than a few horsepower. It was out of inlet flow. If you watch our other video where I talk about the Gen3 versus Gen3R differences, the Gen3R just flows so much better. That's where all this horsepower is coming from, the patent pending technology at the inlet port, all the revised clearances, the whole package is refined to make more.
Exactly. Now with all that in mind,
so what's the secret sauce, Joe?
Secret sauce. 1140, 916.
Another 40 wheel horsepower, almost doubling our gains with the secret sauce blower, which is a further evolution of the Gen3R for certain special applications. For the one percenters. The blower of the one percenters.
Exactly. The guys that are going crazy with the amount of blower speed they're turning, and they just want all of it. Now
there's a little bit of a downside to the secret sauce version of the Gen3R.
Which, like I mentioned, it's a little softer on the hit.
Yeah.
So, like, I like to think of it as you put a big cam in your LS motor.
You're gonna lose torque.
You're gonna lose a little bit of torque on the hit, but you're not after the torque on the hit. You're after that peak power on the shifts at the track or when you're racing.
Your high speed airflow and efficiency goes up so much, it's just, it doesn't even matter. Off the shelf Gen3R, that's your freaking blower. No sacrifices in low speed torque. Amazing average horsepower.
Great top end power.
Yeah, as evident by this thing making 1100 rear wheel horsepower. And those are the ones that are shipping now. Everybody can get these things. I wanted to do things the right way because VMP is very skilled at a whole lot of things, and all this media and stuff, these videos and stuff that you guys are seeing is hitting at the same time that the blowers are available. So we're actually shipping these things out.
And I know we'll get this question because it always comes up in all the videos, even if we put it in the description and everything. So here it is right here. How much boost?
Oh, good one.
So Gen3R, no secret sauce, 22.7 pounds.
It's nothing. That's nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
1100 wheel on a 9.5 to 1 motor with 22.7 pounds of boost.
Exactly. And then
that's efficiency right there.
Exactly. And then Gen3R secret sauce, secret squirrel, whatever we want to call it here, 23.79 pounds. So 1 pound of boost, 40 horsepower.
That's efficiency as well.
And it's worth mentioning, throughout all this dyno testing I did on this car, I did not change the tune. Like,
same spark timing. How much timing was in it?
So that was 22 degrees.
22 degrees?
22 degrees.
That's about right. I mean, that's I don't say about right, Joe. You're the expert tuner now at VMP.
And plugs look good at 22 degrees, and I knew boost wasn't going to be changing a whole lot as I did all the blower testing. So I was like, could I go more? Yeah. But if I get a boost increase that I'm not expecting, I don't want timing to be too high. So right here at 22 degrees, 1140 and 1100, very respectable power. It's worth mentioning I also had trouble getting this thing to hook up on the dyno on the hit. This is how much torque we're dealing with here.
We're gonna have to put the sandbags in the back next time.
On top of all this, we still have nitrous that we could spray.
We could, yeah. And how much? So that it's pilled for 200, but how big of a gain did we see last time?
I think it was like around 220.
220.
I think.
Makes for some interesting math.
It gets really crazy when you factor in like how much timing I'm pulling to try to keep it safe. So like if it's off nitrous, on the nitrous tune, it makes significantly less power, but it still makes up every bit of a 200 horsepower delta between the blower tune on blower versus the nitrous tune on nitrous, even though the nitrous tune has significantly less timing in it than the blower tune does.
And what you find a lot of time is you get diminishing returns with ignition timing,
especially on nitrous.
Yeah, very, very flat timing curves. And so one more thing, let's show them. Can you bring up the Gen 3 on the graph on the screen?
Just Gen 3?
Well, overlay it with the Gen3R.
Okay.
And I just want to show everybody Gen 3, Gen3R, then the R secret sauce.
Okay, so on this, we baselined it on Gen 3 before we did Gen3R and Gen3R secret sauce. It's worth mentioning that on the hit on this one, it spun, so the torque number's a little off, but the peak power was where the tires were no longer spinning.
I'm going to send this video to Cletus. He's going to go nuts over this. I've been telling him about it, but now he's going to get a chance to see all the details, because he's got a 9.5 to 1 motor as well, 5.4 versus a 5.8, but pretty similar, both built by L&M, both have L&M Cams. I got to ask everybody that's watching this video, do you think that Carroll Shelby ever imagined that people were going to do this with his cars? I mean, we know he was a horsepower nut, but the amount of horsepower that you can make these days on what's essentially a small block modular V8 engine that still gets, well, this thing's on E85. I think it probably gets 12 miles per gallon if Grant drives it easy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what type of gas mileage it gets.
Might only get 10 or 11, but that's still pretty impressive. Awesome job.
Sickness. I just want to see him race it.
Yes. Yes,
With
that is going to be awesome.
With this new blower, it's going to be fun.
Grant, make us proud.
Exactly.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and learning about the new VMP Gen3R Supercharger. These are now shipping for 07 to 14 Shelby GT500 and 11 to 17 Coyote. Our 18 up Coyote and F-150 kit are coming out soon. Keep an eye on our VMP Performance YouTube channel. We are not done yet making horsepower. We've got all kinds of tricks up our sleeve, new parts and products coming out to support the Gen3R. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you next time.